Greetings and salutations, YouTubers. Benjamin HumbleHands here once again. I'm prepared and ready to show you guys how you are going to become great artists overnight. Today I'm going to teach you guys the basics on the tools you'll be using to create this new beautiful art that you will be creating for yourself and your family. Um, Before we get started, let me ask you guys one kind thing to do, one great thing you can do for you and for me and for the world is you can scroll down and you can like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Humble Hands is moving to do great things. This is just the beginning. Okay, so today we're going to start with giving you guys the basics, the very basics on art. Uh, there's two things that you want to do. One thing I want you guys to know that all of you guys are artists. Everyone who's went to school and learned how to do ABCs and they write these letters and they give you these three lines with the fifth line and then it says, they say write a capital A, write a cursive A, a print. When you learn to write, you are actually learning art. You are learning to draw very unique symbols. A lot of them are similar with small differences, which makes them the letter they are. So you are an artist. You just have to look into yourself, understand yourself, and believe in yourself, and see that creating art is not a talent. It's more of a skill, just like writing. You learned to write as a child, and now it comes to you almost instant, automatic. You don't even have to think about it. Well, the same thing can happen for you with art. What you have to do is you have to take that vision you see of a person, an eyeball, a nose, and you have to see it as a shape. My nose has a triangular shape. My eyes have a rectangular shape. This is what you want to add. This is what you want to learn to see when you want to create realistic placement and a realistic piece of art. Second thing you'll have to learn about is shadows and shading. I know a lot of the kids understand it when they do the coloring. You women definitely understand it when you do your hair, your makeup, and us guys understand it. When we trim ourselves up, try to get a little handsome. I ain't looking too good myself. Been up all night studying, working. I also work as a barber and a tattoo artist, so I have a hectic, weird, crazy schedule. So sometimes I lose a little sleep. Hey, but like my dad used to say, I'll sleep when I'm dead. So let me get right into it and give you some of the basics on creating art for yourself and being creative, and doing something that you can learn to enjoy, and it can also be very helpful to your financial status, grow you in confidence, and one thing that art does for you is give you a good understanding of yourself. You find out how far you can go and how far you don't want to go. What it will do for you is it'll push you. It'll create a new person inside you that drives you. You always want to do more and more. One thing I learned to relate it to, I'm a reader. I'm an avid reader of novels, self-help, moving now to publish my own novel. Um, that's in the future. You guys are all about that. What I want to say about it is that when you're a reader, you may start off with just small articles, reading Facebook comments, maybe reading the comments under this video. But eventually you grow. You start like to read more than sentences. Your sentences turn to paragraphs, just like when you was a kid, just like when you were in school drawing and writing your ABCs. What will happen is you'll grow into it. You'll go from reading a word to understanding a sentence, moving into a paragraph, eventually moving into a chapter, short stories, novels. Now I'm way advanced. Now I don't want to even pick up a book unless it's this thick. And if it's a really good book in the first chapter, then I need it to be this thick. Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire was one of my one that I enjoyed a lot. Okay, so just moving into it. So one thing you want to do is you don't understand that you don't have to be anything special to create art. The only thing you need to do to create great art is have a desire of wanting it to be great. You hear a term amongst artists and painters And then, people say it's a masterpiece. It's not that he's the master and that's one of his pieces. That's not the issue. It's a masterpiece because it's one that you just put all of your energy and your soul and your thoughts and your emotions, an emotionally drawn picture catches a piece of a person, an essence of a person, and makes it a great piece of work, and it'll be their masterpiece. And that's what you want to have for yourself. We're going to start you off with something simple. And with that being understood, I'm going to cut to a break, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the things that you'll need, the tools that you'll need, which are very basic, inexpensive, that you'll need to become the great artist that you will find inside yourself. Stay tuned and pay attention.